So I just saw Project Hail Mary, and it was amazing. Honestly, the best movie of the year. But that's not really saying much. I mean, the only really good movies like 28 Years Later, Bone Temple, and what else there? I guess there was that. Oh, Hoppers. That's the only two good movies I've seen this year. So it's not really saying much. But I overall think this was a well worth effort. Probably my top five, depending on how this year goes. This is the first film in 12 years directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller. The last movie was the Lego Movie, which I think alongside Shark Boy and Lava Girl, I've probably seen the most time in my life. Don't ask why I've seen Shark Boy and Lava Girl the most time in my life. That it's a family tradition, just put it like lightly. Those two movies, I could practically recite them beginning to end. I've seen that much, and honestly, it's probably my favorite anime film, one of my favorite comedies, one of my favorite films in general. So when I heard they make another one, I was excited. Now I'm not familiar with the book, so I cannot speak on its accuracy. But from what I've heard, this does a good job adapting it. So fans of this book who have seen it have always given glowing reviews. So I say if you're looking for a safe bet, I think this is a safe. This movie will give you what you want if you're a fan. But even if you're not a fan like me, you can still get into this film because the characters, writing is so good that you don't need the prior context. But what is this film about? Well, Ryan Gosling wakes up in a spaceship. He's a scientist called Grace, and the whole crew is dead. And he has amnesia, but then he slowly remembers his purpose. He's there to keep the sun from dying, which is being eaten by this weird life form called astrophage. So there's one, and all the stars are also being eaten by astrophage except for one. So Ryan Gosling is traveling to that star to see why it is the only one that's not being consumed by astrophage. Once there, he bumps into an alien, and the two work together to save both their planets from astrophage. Very simple premise. It's not like this is some crazy unique movie. It's honestly just a buddy movie. It's like Rush Hour, except instead of a Jackie Chan Chris Tucker, it's Ryan Gosling and Alien. Let's talk about those two characters. Ryan Gosling is a really great comedic talent. Now, granted, my favorite roles of him are like Drive, Blade Runner, where he's playing very serious, dark characters. But even those films, he can show a bit of a comedic edge. Honestly, I don't think like some people think is like complete, like tough exterior is supposed to be taking 100% seriously in Drive, when it's like scenes where like sometimes it's a little comedic how like tough he's trying to be. But and also again, Barbie. Whilst I didn't like the movie, I thought it was just average. I thought he was probably the best part of that movie, and that was because of his comedic timing. La La Land's also another one of his best performances. Again, it's a mostly serious one, but there's some comedic moments and he nails them. And here, he's great. He's just like this type of goof guy. He's a scientist, very smart, but he also is like very jokey, and not to an excruciating degree. Like if this was played by Ryan Reynolds, oh god, if it was played by Ryan Reynolds, it would have been so much worse, so much more annoying. I probably would like this movie significantly less. Again, for most of the movie, he has no one to act off. For most of the movie, he's just interacting with a puppet or by himself, which is a hard thing to do. Because again, like another movie I saw that was like recently was this I forgot what it was called. It was this horror movie. It's like something to do audio. I may review that. I'm not sure, but this woman, I forgot the movie so much. It's that boring and forgettable. She's all by herself. The actress play off nobody, and it's very obvious she's like having a hard time, like trying to do this role without nobody to interact with. It's a very tough thing to do, but he rises up the challenge and he does it perfectly. But again, like I said, he has a puppet to act off of, which brings us to the alien, Rocky. And this is the whole core of the film, the friendship between Ryan Gosling and the alien. And honestly, it's great. The two have such great chemistry. Their friendship is easy to highlight. There's so many scenes that made me laugh. It was always fun, charming, and kept me invested the whole time through. And again, the fact that he's not CGI, he's always real. He's either animatronic or a puppet is insane. Just to mention the effects, the CGI that they do use looks better than like most big budget blockbusters these days. And most of the time, it's not even CGI. Like there's no green screen. All those sets you see in the film, not green screen. There's not. I was blown. My mind was blown. I figured out that find out that there was no